Hello ji, namaskar, salam, sat sri akal. Wish you all a very warm welcome to this wonderful platform, NEET Elixir by Unacademy. Elixir matlab Amrit, right? I am your very own Dr. Sachin Kapur, and once again I am live with you people, and today we'll be discussing human reproduction, male secondary sex organs. Human reproduction is an important chapter of class 12th syllabus. So all of you hit the like button and mark your attendance in my heart as well as on our channel. God bless you all. Arima Pandey, Saima Rizvi, Ritik, Sonu Kumar, Nitya Sharma, Prerana, Akshit. I'm fit and fine, and I hope that all of you must be in a good state of health and spirits. I bless you with lots and lots of positive energy. So let's start this session. एक positive energy, जोश and zeal के साथ. Those of you who have not subscribed the channel yet, hit the subscribe button. चलिए, let's start. Let me tell you one thing. Human reproduction, this chapter I have started few days ago, and already I have covered two subtopics of the chapter. What are the two subtopics which I have already covered? Let me tell you, my Raja Beta and Rani Betiya. There was one lecture on introduction to the male reproductive system, primary sex organs, testes and all. We have discussed. Those of you who have not seen this video due to any reason, I request you, please do watch this lecture number 1 also, maybe at a faster speed, and then lecture number 2 also, in which I have already discussed about spermatogenesis. Both the lectures are available at the Unacademy NEET Elixir platform. Right ji? Faizan, Sonu, Radhika, Arima Pandey. Let's proceed. One very important announcement for all of you. You have seen me teaching on this YouTube channel, Unacademy NEET Elixir. Now I have an important news for you. You can watch me live at Unacademy Plus platform. Free special class. Students were requesting for this free special class. Where will this class be held? At the Unacademy Plus platform, right? So what you have to do? You have to install the Unacademy app in your mobile phone and then register for the class free of cost. This is going to happen on 19th of July, that is Wednesday, a completely free special class at 1 p.m. Unacademy Plus platform, right? Chaliye. So can we proceed forward? आगे बढ़े? I hope all of you are following me on the Unacademy Plus platform. When you install the Unacademy app, you will be able to see my profile, that is Dr. Sachin Kapur. So you can follow my profile, and whatever courses we have for you people on Unacademy Plus platform, you will be able to see those courses. Clear है जी? Ananya, Arima, Faizan, Ritik. चलिए जी, आगे बढ़ते हैं. So today we have to discuss what? We have to discuss the secondary sex organs of the male. If you remember, we discussed about primary sex organs. Which are the primary sex organs? Testes. There are two testes located outside the main body cavity in a pouch-like structure called scrotum. I told you why testes are located in scrotum. Because sperm production, maturation, storage and survival of the sperms requires lower temperature. So testes, why they are called primary sex organs? Because they are involved in production of the gametes as well as secretion of male sex hormones. And what are male sex hormones called? Male sex hormones, they are called androgens. Arman Ali is saying, sir, I got 93 marks in biology in my board exams and I have studied from your videos. God bless you, Arman. Thank you so much. मेरा पढ़ाया हुआ आपके काम आया. I wish you all the best. चलिए जी, Ritik. So today we are going to discuss secondary sex organs. Why they are called secondary sex organs? Because they are not involved in sperm production. Where they are involved? They are concerned with storage of the gametes, transportation of the gametes, maturation of the gametes. So the function is storage of gametes, transportation of gametes, maturation of gametes, right? Or you can say that they assist in reproduction in some way. किसी न किसी तरह से reproduction में मदद करते हैं. Okay जी? So whenever you find that there is one particular slide which is very good, the animation or the video is very good, please do let me know in the chat box. That will be a kind of motivation for our team who is designing these for you. Unit 6 Reproduction, Class 12th NCERT. First chapter Reproduction in Organisms as per the old NCERT. Second is Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. Third is Human Reproduction and fourth is Reproductive Health. So this is how this chapter looks like in NCERT, Human Reproduction. This is the chapter which we are discussing. So in male reproductive system, all my Raja Beta and Rani Betiyan, we have already discussed primary sex organs which are the gonads, and the primary sex organs of the male are testes. Right, now we have to discuss secondary sex organs. So see this beautiful design, beautiful slide. Secondary sex organs का काम क्या है? What is their function? These help in transportation, maturation and storage of gametes. Gametes are the sex cells. Male gametes are sperms. So the function is not production of gametes. Production of gametes is for primary sex organs. Their function is something different. They are going to store the gametes. They are going to transport the gametes. These are responsible for maturation of the gametes, right? As you can see, this is testes, epididymis, this green colored structure is vas deferens. So the question is, what are the different secondary sex organs of male? Secondary sex organs are, number one, epididymis. If you can write down the spelling side by side, please do that. Pronounce भी ठीक से करना है, गलत नहीं बोलना है, right? Faizan says seminal vesicles do not store. Yeah, when did I say that seminal vesicles they store the sperm? In a generalized way, I have said that all these structures they are involved in production. Some are involved in they are involved in storage. Some are involved in maturation. Some are involved in transportation. I never said, Faizan, that their seminal vesicles are involved in storage of the sperms. Correct yourself if you have understood it wrong. तीरथराज मुखर्जी, राधिका, तीरथराज ने स्पेलिंग लिखे एपिडिडाइमिस के बिल्कुल सही लिखे. So secondary sex organ epididymis. Number 2 vas deferens. Number 3 ejaculatory duct. Number 4 seminal vesicles. Number 5 prostate. Number 6 corpus glands. And number 7 is the male copulatory organ penis. Now, if I frame a question, which of the following is not a secondary sex organ? Pehla option epididymis, second vas deferens, third ejaculatory duct and fourth is testes. Then the answer will be testes. Testes are not secondary. They are the primary sex organs. Right, my Raja Beta? Now, let's first start with epididymis. See, I'll tell you what is epididymis. Say this is testes. Just a rough representation. This is testes. There is a fine convoluted means folded, coiled and twisted. This tubule which is attached with the testes, it continues as vas deferens, right? This is spermatic cord and this is vas deferens. So this structure we are talking about, that is epididymis. What is epididymis? See, it is a fine convoluted or the coiled tubule which is attached with the testes. Continuously sperms are produced in the testes, and where will they go? They get stored in the epididymis. So the first secondary sex organ which we are going to discuss is epididymis. Yaad rakhega, remember, testes along with epididymis we use the word testicle. In many books you will find testicle word. So testicle is what? Testes plus the epididymis, right? Epididymis can be felt through the skin of the scrotum. Skin of the scrotum is wrinkled. If you press the skin, you can feel that epididymis, right? nearly 8 meters long. Just imagine, 8 मीटर तक लंबी, 8 meters long, highly convoluted. What is the meaning of the term convoluted? Convoluted means folded, highly folded tubule which is attached to testes. Clear है इतना? Right? ऋषुराज कैसे हैं? Hit the like button also, all my Raja beta and Rani betiyan. Daily at 3 p.m. Daily at 3 p.m. I am live on this channel. So subscribe the channel. आगे बढ़ते हैं. What are the different regions of epididymis? Epididymis has 3 regions. The head region is called caput. कैप से अंदाजा लगा लीजिए, कैप सिर पे पहनते हैं, हेड पे. So caput epididymis is the head region. Corpus means body. The main body region is the corpus epididymis. And the tail region of epididymis is cauda epididymis. NCERT में these 3 are not given separately, but as a medical student you should remember that epididymis has these 3 regions. Now the question is, what are the functions of the epididymis? See, male is producing millions and millions of sperms continuously. अब हर टाइम तो वो ejaculate नहीं हो रहे बॉडी से. The sperms are not continuously ejaculated from the body. So where they will go? Sperms, they remain stored in the epididymis. So that 8 meters long convoluted tubule, it stores the sperms. It is called the primary storehouse for the sperms. Now, functions of epididymis, it monitors and adjusts the composition of fluid produced by seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are present inside the testes. Continuously they are producing a fluid. Now that fluid which is continuously produced by the seminiferous tubules, that passes into epididymis. Epididymis is going to absorb certain things from that fluid. Epididymis is going to secrete certain things into that fluid. So that is what is written here, that it monitors and adjusts composition of the fluid produced by seminiferous tubules. Right? What type of epithelium is present? Pseudo-stratified columnar epithelium. Though they never ask you this thing, but when you study epithelial tissue, class 11th animal tissues, so epithelial tissue mein you must be knowing pseudo-stratified, false, multi-layered columnar epithelium which is having stereocilia. What is the function of those stereocilia? The modified microvilli, the function of the stereocilia is to increase surface area for absorption from and secretion, right? Absorption करना है fluid में से और चीजें secrete भी होनी है. Is it clear जी? Right? Rishuraj, do you want me to teach both the things? R.M. Pandey says phagocytosis also occurs in epididymis. बिल्कुल सही कहा. Sperms continuously produce हो रहे हैं and every time they are not ejaculated, where they will go? They will undergo phagocytosis. Sperms are killed, they are destroyed in the epididymis itself. Next function, it stores and protects the spermatozoa और उनके functional maturation के लिए. So I can write here, epididymis is primary storehouse for sperms. And which is the secondary storehouse? Secondary storehouse is vast difference. Primary storehouse is the epididymis. Next function. See, as spermatozoon, spermatozoon means one sperm, single sperm is called spermatozoon, passes through epididymis in about 2 weeks. लगभग 14 दिन, 2 हफ्ते लग जाते हैं. It completes the functional maturation. See, I told you now, epididymis is a highly convoluted, highly folded tubule, and sperms, they take nearly 2 weeks to cross this tubule. Epididymis में, when the sperms they are passing, suppose these are the sperms, when they are passing through the epididymis, they acquire मोटिलिटी एज वेल एज मैच्योरिटी. ठीक है जी, मोटिलिटी भी आ जाती है, मैच्योरिटी भी आ जाती है, बिकॉज टेस्टिस के अंदर जो स्पर्म्स होते हैं, स्पर्म्स विच आर प्रोड्यूस्ड in the testes, if you take out the sperms directly from the testes, they are not capable of fertilizing the ova. Testicular sperms are immature, they are immotile, motility भी नहीं होती, they cannot fertilize the ova. स्पर्म में ओवा को फर्टिलाइज करने की एबिलिटी कब आती है? स्पर्म्स एक्वायर motility and maturity while their journey through different regions of the epididymis. Clear है? याद रहेगा. So epididymis is the primary storehouse for the sperms. Sperms, they undergo phagocytosis in the epididymis. So epididymis is also called the recycling center for the sperms. Okay. Spermatozoa which leave the epididymis, they are mature. Maturity है. But still they remain immobile. This point is important. Sperms in the seminiferous tubule, immobile, they cannot move. How they are pushed forward? Because of the fluid movement, the fluid secreted by seminiferous tubules. थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने कहा, in epididymis they acquire motility and maturity, but still they do not move on their own. Divya Kushwaha, sperms, they still do not move on their own in epididymis. They are very clever. They said, no, we don't want to move. We have acquired motility, but we will not move on our own. When will sperm move on their own? When they are ejaculated from the male body. When they are exposed to high oxygen levels, then the sperms move on their own. Till the time sperms are inside the male reproductive tract, they do not move on their own. Is that clear, ji? Right? Chaliye. To become motile and fully functional, spermatozoa must undergo a process called capacitation. This is very important. We will discuss capacitation. Capacitation क्या होता है? During sexual intercourse, when the semen, male reproductive fluid, is deposited in the vagina of the female, then sperms, they move upward through the cervix, uterus and go to fallopian tube. When they are moving through the different regions of female reproductive system, then sperms undergo capacitation. So capacitation is the process of final maturity which enables sperms to cause fertilization. Is that clear? Right? Keep hitting the like button and mark your attendance in my heart. So every detail of epididymis मैंने आपको बताया. Capacitation क्या है? It normally occurs in two steps. Spermatozoa, they become motile when they are mixed with the secretions of seminal glands, and when the semen is ejaculated, sperms are motile, but still they are not capable of causing fertilization. अगर sperm से fertilization कराना है, तो sperm must travel the distance of the female reproductive tract on its own. Sperms become capable of successful fertilization when exposed to conditions in female reproductive tract, and that process is what is called as capacitation. Is it clear? Dr. Ahmed Pasha ji, clear है? Divya, Tirath, Sameer, चलो बढ़िया है. अगला function, it acts as recycling center. Another function, epididymis, recycling center for the damaged sperms. I told you sperms continuously produce हो रहे हैं, उनका phagocytosis भी हो रहा है epididymis में. Cellular debris and damaged sperms are absorbed in epididymis. बन रहे हैं लगातार billions में, and continuously they are being destroyed also. Fazan says seminal gland secrete fructose. Fazan, हमें भी पता है seminal vesicle secrete fructose. Till the time I ask you something, don't keep on shouting that you know something. No. Just relax. In the chat box, nobody is going to appreciate Fazan because Fazan knows what is fructose and where it is secreted. Once Dr. Sachin asks you, which is the sugar produced by seminal vesicles, then you answer this. You need not to show what knowledge you already have. If you are so knowledgeable, then you need not to attend these lectures. Fazan, was that a good answer for you or not? So no over smartness in the classes, right? जो बर्तन भरे हुए होते हैं ना, वो नहीं छलकते. अधजल गगरी छलकत जाए, हिंदी में कहावत है, ट्रांसलेट कर लीजिएगा. ओके गाइस, फंक्शंस ऑफ epididymis. Transport along epididymis involves a combination of fluid movement and peristaltic contraction. Understand this thing. I said कि epididymis में sperms acquire motility and maturity, but still sperms are not moving on their own. Then how they are pushed forward? If they are not moving on their own, how the sperms they are pushed forward? Two reasons. Number one, fluid movement. Fluid has been secreted by seminiferous tubules. Arema Pandey is laughing. Very good. Yes, you should. Because students can also understand. Chat box mein when someone is trying to show over smartness, don't think that others are foolish. And you are very intelligent because you know what is fructose and from where it is secreted. So just keep your mouth shut and listen to what Dr. Sachin is saying. Right. हुसैन ने कहा एम्प्टी वेसल्स मेक नॉइस. बिल्कुल सही. इसी बात पे लाइक का बटन प्रेस हो जाए. राजा बेटा सुनिए. हाउ द स्पर्म्स आर पुश्ड फॉरवर्ड इफ दे आर नॉट कैपेबल ऑफ मूविंग ऑन देयर ओन. टू मैकेनिज्म्स. A combination of the fluid movement and peristaltic contraction of the smooth muscles in epididymis. Epididymis has smooth muscles, so they contract involuntarily and there is peristalsis. Now there is a question for you people. Prerana Rajput beta, just answer my question. Peristalsis occurs in, एक तो यहां पे हो गया epididymis, then in addition to that where else you have studied about peristalsis? Answer me quickly. Sumit Jangir beta, दिव्या, प्रेरणा, अनन्या, सरकार, बताइए जल्दी से. वेयर हैव यू स्टडीड अबाउट पेरिस्टाल्सिस? जल्दी से. आई एम लुकिंग एट द चैट बॉक्स. यूरिनरी ब्लैडर में, यूरेटर्स में पेरिस्टाल्सिस है. इंटेस्टाइन में पेरिस्टाल्सिस है. याद रहेगा. यूरेटर्स, इंटेस्टाइन, फेलोपियन ट्यूब में भी पेरिस्टाल्सिस होता है. Clear, very good. Alimentary canal, Akshit is right. Sachin Kumar, Hussain, Ananya, Ritik, Sameer, बिल्कुल सही जवाब जी. So alimentary canal में peristalsis है, and remember that peristalsis occurs in epididymis also. Let's move forward. So broadly, what are the functions of epididymis? Okay, this is a question for NEET. What are the functions of epididymis? Number 1, storage of sperms. Correct. Number 2, maturation of the sperms. Correct. Number 3, sperm motility and recycling center for the sperms. Sperms, they undergoing phagocytosis. So all these functions are performed by epididymis. One more important point. The pattern of motility and percentage of motility changes from caput to cauda region. जैसे जैसे sperms caput to cauda move करते जाते हैं, the number of sperms which have acquired motility increases and their pattern of movement also increases. Whiplashing movement of the tail and then forward movement that you will study in MBBS first year. So just remember that the percentage of motility and pattern of motility is going to change when the sperms are being pushed from the caput epididymis to the cauda region. Now, important thing, sperms can remain alive in the cauda epididymis, tail region of the epididymis for more than 1 month. अगर हमसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए, if you are asked a question, Prerana, that in epididymis, for how many days sperms can remain alive? 1 month also. But when they are ejaculated in the female reproductive tract, then they survive for 72 hours. During sexual intercourse, when semen is deposited in vagina, sperms survive for 72 hours. And out of those 72 hours, their fertilizing ability is best for the first 48 hours. पहले 48 घंटे उनका fertilizing ability best रहता है. Once ejaculated in female reproductive tract, sperm survive for 72 hours. This is important, right? We'll discuss different methods of contraception, natural methods of contraception. So there you need to have this information. Though sperm acquire motility in epididymis, yet these do not move on their own. They are propelled by fluid movement. Then when they move on their own, I told you already, sperms move on their own once they are ejaculated, once they are released from the male body. I hope you are liking this information, you are enjoying this information. Utkarsh, Devansh Malik, I have already started class 11th topics, beta. You explore this channel. I have finished the living world chapter and tomorrow I am going to ask about, tomorrow I am going to teach about what? Animal kingdom. On the same channel, 3 p.m. I will be starting animal kingdom. Right? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So we are discussing the secondary sex organs of the male and let's see which is the next secondary sex organ. Epididymis पढ़ लिया. Any doubt, any question you have from epididymis, let me know. Any question if you have from epididymis, secondary sex organ, 8 meters long convoluted highly folded tubule attached with the testes. Testes plus epididymis is called testicle. Epididymis का काम है sperm store करना, maturation करना, transportation, storage and all that. Any question you have? Come on quickly. ये किसका मैसेज है? तन्मय शर्मा. Sir, when I was in 9th, I started early and I have watched all the human physiology lectures in the Unacademy channel from you. I am feeling happy to see you again. Thank you, thank you so much. God bless you, all my Raja beta and Vani betiya. And हमारा टारगेट क्या है? How many likes for the session? 100 likes. जल्दी से. चल आगे बढ़ते हैं. Secondary sex organs में next time going to discuss vas difference. Other name of vas difference is ductus difference. ये जो अभी आपने देखा, this duct is the ductus deferens. Okay, nearly 45 centimeters long muscular tube. So let's see. This is testes. Epididymis caput corpus cauda, this is vas deferens. So I can say that vas deferens is a long muscular tube which arises from the testes, moves up towards abdomen and crosses the urinary bladder. You can see vas deferens is crossing the urinary bladder. It is a long tube, arises from testes, moves up towards the abdomen. It ascends along the posterior border of epididymis through the spermatic cord. So this structure is spermatic cord and this structure is VD, vas deferens, and vas deferens is moving up and it enters the pelvic cavity. Itna clear hai? Vas deferens also stores millions of sperms. Arima Pandey, vas deferens also stores millions of sperms. That's why we say it is the secondary storehouse for the sperms. Primary storehouse is epididymis, secondary storehouse is vas deferens. Now, the dilated means swollen, phula hua. Dilated terminal portion of the vas deferens is ampulla. Ampulla word आपने कई जगह पढ़ा है. Fallopian tube also has ampulla. Okay, so suppose this is vas deferens, then it gets dilated. Something like this, ऐसे, the swollen part. So this swollen part of the vas deferens is what is called as ampulla. Okay, here you can see the ductus deferens. Can you see the ampulla region? Is this diagram clear? You will get the PDF of the session also. हम सारे सेशंस का PDF प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं Unacademy NEET Elixir टेलीग्राम चैनल पे. वीडियो का डिस्क्रिप्शन देखना, यू विल गेट द टेलीग्राम चैनल ऑल्सो. इज इट क्लियर जी? एम्पुला में स्पर्म स्टोर रहते हैं. द जंक्शन ऑफ एम्पुला with the duct of seminal glands. Now see in this diagram, I'll show you seminal vesicles. It's written seminal gland, so it is seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicles का अपना duct होता है. Ampulla joins a duct from the seminal vesicles and then it forms the ejaculatory duct. This question has appeared in NEET, right? Vas deferens moves up towards the abdomen, crosses the urinary bladder, dilates to form ampulla, which receives a duct from seminal vesicles to form ejaculatory duct. So ejaculatory duct फिर आगे जाकर के common हो जाती है. Prerana is saying that it is a clear and a beautiful diagram. Thank you so much, Prerana. Let's move forward. The junction of the ampulla with the duct of the seminal vesicle gland, it marks the starting of the ejaculatory duct. This point is important. इसमें से generally they ask you questions. This short passage, nearly 2 centimeters, ejaculatory duct, the length is nearly 2 centimeters. It penetrates the muscular wall of the prostate gland. So prostate is another important gland. See, it's written here, na, prostate gland. And can you see prostate gland here? It is the size of a walnut. अखरोट के size जितना होता है prostate gland. And it empties into the urethra. So in simple terms, vas deferens and duct from seminal vesicle मिलके बना ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct enters into the prostate gland. Is this point clear? Let me know. Then only I'll proceed forward. Whatever is written here and this diagram, is it clear to you people? Let me know, then I'll move forward. Your understanding is more important. I want all of you to send me thumbs up sign in the chat box. Okay, Divya, Arima, Prerana, Ananya Sarkar beta. and all of you must register for my special class which is free of cost at Unacademy Plus platform. Follow my profile and register for the class. Tomorrow the class is at 1 PM Unacademy Plus पर. Okay जी, राधिका ने thumbs up sign भेजा है. Arima says it's crystal clear. Sarthak says crystal clear. तीरथ राज प्रेरणा wonderful. ये है ना वर्ल्ड फेमस डॉक्टर बनना है. ओके, वास्ट डिफरेंस के बारे में कुछ एडिशनल पॉइंट्स हैं, राइट? वो एडिशनल पॉइंट्स क्या है जनरली देख लेते हैं. म्यूकोसा ऑफ द वास्ट डिफरेंस है स्यूडो स्ट्रेटिफाइड कॉलमिनर एपिथेलियम. एपिडिडाइमिस में भी ऑल्सो वी हैव सीन स्यूडो स्ट्रेटिफाइड कॉलमिनर एपिथेलियम. What is the function of the vas difference? This point is important. It conveys the sperms during sexual arousal from epididymis towards urethra by peristaltic contractions of the muscular cord. So vas difference के muscles जो हैं they contract peristalsis. Epididymis में भी peristalsis, vas difference में also I have written peristalsis. आज तक आपने पेरिस्टाल्सिस एलिमेंट्री कैनाल में पढ़ा था, यूरेट्रस में पढ़ा था, फैलोपियन ट्यूब में. सो आई हैव टोल्ड यू इन द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम आल्सो पेरिस्टाल्टिक मूवमेंट्स आर हैपनिंग. एपिडिडाइमिस एंड वास्ट डिफरेंस. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पेरिस्टाल्सिस sperms are moving forward. Any stored sperms that are not ejaculated by that time are eventually reabsorbed. So vas difference may be millions of sperms they remain stored. That's why we say that it is secondary storehouse. It's written ना, function क्या है? Secondary storehouse for sperms. क्या ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है? Yes, they can ask this question. It can store sperms for several months. During this time, spermatozoa remain in a temporary state of inactivity with low metabolic activity. See, I am providing you the best of the best information. कहते हैं ना दिमाग के कपाट खोलने. I need to unfold the gyri and sulci of your cerebrum and let the information flow. Enjoying the session? Additional information? Okay जी. You want to see this surgery? डर तो नहीं लगेगा? What is this? Vasectomy. Permanent method of contraception for males. We will discuss this in reproductive health chapter. In vasectomy, what they do? The scrotal area is shaved, hair removed, local anesthetic drug given, an incision or a cut is made in the scrotum, small part of the vas difference is taken out, both the vas difference, 1 to 1.5 centimeter piece of the VD is cut and taken out. That small piece is sent to laboratory for histological examination so that we become sure that you have removed vas difference. So once vasectomy is done, the ejaculated semen will not have the sperms. It's not that the sperm production stops. Sperm production will continue in the testes even after vasectomy, but the ejaculated semen will not have sperms. Liking the session? Hit the like button for the beautiful slides. आर्यमा पांडे से सर इसे देखकर डर नहीं लग रहा, लेकिन जज्बा और एनर्जी पीक लेवल पर पहुंचती है. Yes, this is what you have to achieve in your life. Okay, all my Raja beta and Vani betiyan. So we have discussed about the ducts. है ना? We discussed about seminiferous tubules in the previous session. Today we discussed about the epididymis and we discussed about vas difference. Male reproductive system has accessory glands also. There are seminal vesicles, prostate gland, Corpus gland or the bulbourethral glands. Let's discuss about those accessory glands. See, first of all, the fluid secreted by seminiferous tubules which are inside the testes, they are also producing fluid. Epididymis is also producing fluid and this contributes nearly 5% to the total volume of semen. Semen is the male reproductive fluid. तो उसका 5% जो है fluid का, that is coming from where? अनुराग कुमार, आप धीरे धीरे इंग्लिश सीख जाएंगे. I am speaking very simple English. 5% of the semen is coming from seminal, this structure, sorry, seminiferous tubules and epididymis, right? Now, the remaining part is coming from where? The different glands. What are the different glands? Let's see. What are the different glands? Okay, this can be framed as a question in NEET exam. Accessory glands of the male reproductive system. Seminal vesicles paired, they are 2 in number. prostate gland, that is one single, bulbourethral glands, they are also paired. Can anyone tell me what is the other name of the bulbourethral glands? What is the other name of bulbourethral glands? Let me know quickly, all of you. I want you to remain active in the chat box. बताइए जल्दी से. श्वेता, प्रेरणा, Nitya Sharma, other name of bulbourethral glands. Divya Kushwaha, Devansh Malik has answered it. Corpus glands. Ishtiaq says, sir, गर्मी बहुत है, पानी पी लीजिए. Yes, भाई, जल ही जीवन है. Corpus glands, बिल्कुल सही कहा. These are also called corpus glands. Right? याद रहेगा? Male accessory sex glands. So, सबसे पहले I'll tell you in general what are the functions of these accessory glands. What do they do? Their secretions are going to activate the sperms. Sperms produced by testes, but they're not active. जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ेंगे, when the secretions from different glands will come, that's going to activate the sperms. Second, nutrition, very important. Sperms are very, very small cells. है ना? Sperm is the only cell in the body which has flagella. Sperm is the only cell in the body which has flagella. Human body में flagella नहीं पाया जाता. याद रखिएगा ये चीज. Sperms, they move with the help of flagella. Now obviously they require sugar, they require energy, and which is the sugar which is used for energy by sperms? Fructose sugars. Sperms, they use fructose for energy, and that fructose sugar is produced by which glands? Fructose is produced by seminal vesicles. Is that clear? Right? So activation of the sperms, they provide the nutrients which the spermatozoa need for motility, propelling the sperm and fluid along the reproductive tract. Peristaltic contractions. The glands, they also show peristaltic contractions. Okay? And the glands are also producing buffers which counteract the acidity of the urethra and the vagina. See, you know, the pH in the vagina of the female is acidic and the pH of the seminal fluid is 7.4 something. So that acidic pH is very harmful for the sperms. Even the male duct, urethra, urinogenital duct, that's a common duct for urine and semen. So when the sperms will pass through urethra, and if there are drops of urine in urethra, so that will be detrimental for the sperms. So that acidic pH has to be neutralized. So these glands are playing role in that. Is that clear जी? Right? Clear है? ये कौन है? अरुहित, अरुहित, NCERT शो करिए प्लीज. मतलब NCERT में शो करूं, क्या करूं, कहां से लाऊं NCERT? तब व्हाट इज दिस क्वेश्चन? NCERT शो करिए. चले जी, ये डायग्राम देखिए एंड लेट मी नो इफ दिस इज क्रिस्टल क्लियर टू यू. Okay, I'll highlight certain things. ये जो structure दिख रहा है राजा बेटा, this is urinary bladder. ये जो ऊपर से duct जा रही है coil करके, these ducts are vas deferens. The swollen portion of the vas deferens, ampulla. These glands, seminal vesicles. Can you see prostate gland of the size of the walnut? Part of urethra passing through prostate is prostatic urethra. Urethra के अलग अलग portions है. Prostatic urethra, membranous urethra, penile urethra. Then you can see the structure of the penis also, which we'll discuss. Tell me, is this clear? Can you see the ejaculatory duct also? How many likes for this diagram? How many likes for this crystal clear diagram? Will you be sending me certain cakes and candies and hearts in the chat box? Okay, so let me tell you that this beautiful PDF is for you people, but you will have to follow us on Telegram as well as our Instagram. You guys can follow me also on Instagram, Sachin.Kapur, Kapur, and our NEET Elixir Instagram page, as well as our Telegram channel. So this, you will be getting this PDF. Is that clear? ऋतिक ने 1000 लाइक दिए हैं, धन्यवाद, दिल से धन्यवाद. चलिए राजा बेटा, let's talk about seminal vesicles. Convoluted pouch like structures हैं. So seminal vesicle is something like this. Say this is the seminal vesicle and this is the duct of the seminal vesicle. So somewhat like this, they are pouched, convoluted structures. 5 सेंटीमीटर के करीब लेंथ है, यूरिनरी ब्लैडर के पास लोकेटेड है. Now the question they can ask you that the fluid which is secreted by seminal vesicles constitute what percentage of the total volume of the semen? Male reproductive fluid का मुख्य हिस्सा mainly कहां से आ रहा है? Seminal vesicles से. They are forming 60 to 70% of the total volume of the semen. And what they are producing? Very important. They produce alkaline viscous fluid which contains fructose sugar. Very, very important. They can ask you a question. Sperms use which sugar for energy? That is fructose. They are also producing prostaglandins and certain clotting proteins. Prostaglandins क्या होते हैं? I'll discuss in biomolecules also. Prostaglandins are derivatives of arachidonic acid. Arachidonic acid is an essential unsaturated fatty acid. So prostaglandins का काम क्या है? These act as local hormones. What is the meaning of local hormone? See, when semen is deposited in vagina, then these prostaglandins, they cause mild uterine contractions which create a sucking action to suck the sperms upwards. Right? Clear है जी? ठीक है जी? अनन्या, prostaglandins का काम. Menstrual fluid also has prostaglandins. Clotting proteins. You must be knowing that blood clots, semen also clots. When semen is ejaculated from the male body, within few minutes it clots, and then after few minutes it liquefies. Till date, scientists have not been able to understand this phenomena properly, that why it happens, why should semen clot, and then why should it liquefy. This is not properly understood. जब आप डॉक्टर साइंटिस्ट बनेंगे तो आप बताइएगा इसका कारण. आगे बढ़ते हैं. सेमिनल वेसिकल्स का जो फ्रक्टोस है, फ्रक्टोस शुगर एनर्जी के लिए है, सो इट इज यूज फॉर एटीपी प्रोडक्शन बाय द स्पर्म. जो अल्कलाइन फ्लूइड सिक्रीट हो रहा है बाय द सेमिनल वेसिकल, दैट इज गोइंग टू न्यूट्रलाइज acidic environment of the urethra, male urethra as well as female reproductive tract. I already told you, sperms, they cannot tolerate acidic pH. Okay. Prostaglandins contribute to sperm motility and viability and also stimulate smooth muscle contraction within female reproductive tract. And clotting proteins mein what is there? Fibrinogen that helps the semen to clot after ejaculation. हाँ जी, Moaz Hussain says prostaglandins were discovered by von Euler. बिल्कुल सही कहा. Hussain, you have already attended majority of my sessions on YouTube. Those of you who are planning to buy Unacademy subscription and you want live plus classes from me, you're most welcome. Join Unacademy Plus, and when you do that, you have to use the code Sachin Live if you want Dr. Sachin Kapur to guide you throughout your journey. Right? You can use this code. Clear है जी? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next gland, prostate gland. Seminal vesicles दो हैं, 2. Prostate is single, one only. Walnut, अखरोट के जैसी. It is single, donut shaped gland about the size of a golf ball, या you can say about the size of a walnut. बड़े से अखरोट जैसी है, 4 सेंटीमीटर के करीब है. यूरिनरी ब्लैडर के नीचे है. इट इज लोकेटेड इंफीरियर टू यूरिनरी ब्लैडर एंड इट सराउंड्स यूरिथ्रा. दिस इज प्रोस्टेट. ओके, यू कैन सी ampulla of the vas deferens, you can see the seminal vesicles, and then you can see how the ejaculatory duct is opening into the prostate. So this is a very clear diagram, है ना. conceptual clarity होना बड़ा जरूरी है. Yes, तीर्थराज बेटा, it is completely free of cost on the for the special classes. Special classes on Unacademy Plus platform are completely free, and once you are satisfied with the special classes, then you can buy the subscription, right, as per your need. Prostate gland, okay, ये कोई इतना important point नहीं है. हाँ, this point is important. Prostate gland slowly increases in size from birth to puberty. In a newborn baby, it is small in size. धीरे धीरे when the person attains puberty, sexual maturity, prostate increases in size. Okay? It expands rapidly under the age of 30. 30 साल की उम्र तक rapidly increases in size, after which its size remains stable until about age 45. 45 तक stable है. But you must be knowing, in certain males there is this problem that after 45 years of age, the prostate gland, it enlarges, that exerts pressure on urethra. Urination becomes difficult. That's a problem associated with the males who are 45 plus, and then sometimes we need to perform a surgery to remove the prostate also. Now, I was telling you, this thing, benign prostate hyperplasia, BPH, enlargement of prostate in the advanced age. Prostate se related, there are certain other disorders, diseases, prostatitis, inflammation of the prostate gland. You are the future doctors, you should know these terms. जब हमें surgically remove कर देना है prostate, when you have to remove the prostate gland surgically in a male, the surgery is called prostatectomy, right? Clear है जी? Okay, I want you to answer one question. The surgery which is used as a permanent method of contraception for males, what is that called? The surgical method of contraception, permanent method for males, terminal method, what is that called? Yes, Divya Jyoti, now you will be watching my videos at Unacademy NEET Elixir channel. Divya Jyoti, I have answered your question. You can ask the next question. Do not repeat the same question. No copy pasting allowed. Divya, your ID will be blocked permanently if you repeat it again. Amit Dikshit says vasectomy, correct. Ritik, vasectomy. Ananya, Akshit, bilkul sahi. Vasectomy is a permanent method of contraception for males. Tomy means cut. Kisi cheez ko kaat dena, that refers to tomy. So prostatectomy, when you remove the prostate gland. Okay. Next, functions kya hai prostate ke? What are the different things secreted by prostate gland? It is secreting a milky, slightly acidic fluid, pH 6.5. That acidic fluid has so many things. It has citric acid that is also used by sperm for ATP production via the Krebs cycle. Okay. Then there are certain proteolytic enzymes. Names of enzymes: PSA, prostate specific antigen. When there is cancer of the prostate, the level of this PSA increases in blood. Prostatic fluid में lysozyme, amylase, high alluronidase. You must be familiar with the name of enzyme high alluronidase. Sperm के acrosome में है ना, for fertilization. Amylase तो starch digesting enzyme है. Lysozyme, you know, lysozyme saliva में भी होता है. अनन्या is saying females में tubectomy है. बिल्कुल सही कहा अनन्या. Lysozyme, bactericidal enzyme present in many body secretions. It ruptures the cell wall of the gram-positive bacteria. So these are the secretions, these are the components of the fluid which is secreted by prostate gland. एक और important बात, very few of you must be knowing, seminal plasmin. Seminal plasmin is an antibiotic which is present in the semen. So, a natural antibiotic in the semen which destroys the bacteria. The body itself is producing, right? Prostate gland is producing this seminal plasmin which is a natural antibiotic. काम क्या है इसका? It may help to decrease number of naturally occurring bacteria in the semen and as well as in the lower female reproductive tract. Semen may be having naturally certain bacteria in it and that can damage the sperm. So, seminal plasmin kills those bacteria and also the bacteria in the female reproductive tract. Okay. So, can you write the name of the antibiotic present in the semen in the chat box? Name of the antibiotic present in the semen. I'll move forward. Secretions of prostate gland enter into urethra, prostatic urethra, through many small ducts. One more important point. Prostate gland कितना contribute कर रही है to the total volume of semen? 20 to 25%. So prostatic secretions contribute 20 to 25% to the total volume of semen. Sperm की motility के लिए है, sperm की viability के लिए है. Is that clear? Akshit has given me the right answer, seminal plasmin. I want all of you to give me the right answer. Tirath Raj, Ritik, Radhika, Arima, Ananya Sarkar, ekdam sahi. And promise one thing, that you will tell at least 5 friends of yours about these wonderful lectures and you will tell them to subscribe to my channel, that is Unacademy NEET Elixir. Right? Vidya bantane se badhti hai. So when you do something good, if you are really liking my lectures, I think you should suggest your friends also to join me live at this channel. Okay my guys, Gyanadeep ji, Sameer, chal. Next glands, corpus glands or the bulbourethral glands. Corpus glands दो होते हैं. Corpus glands are 2 in number. Paired है ना? Seminal vesicles paired, but prostate is not paired. Paired corpus glands are about the size of the pea seed. मटर के दाने जितने छोटे छोटे glands होते हैं. They are located inferior to the prostate. Prostate gland के नीचे हैं, right? As you can see here, bulbourethral glands. Let me highlight this for you. ये रहे bulbourethral glands. They are located inferior to prostate, very small in size. Okay. On the either side of membranous urethra. I told you, urethra के 3 regions है. Urethra is a duct for carrying urine from the urinary bladder. Urethra passes through prostate and it is called prostatic urethra. Urethra passes through penis, it is called penile urethra. The middle portion of the urethra is membranous urethra. So these corpus glands, they open into the membranous urethra. Okay. Now, what is the function of these corpus glands? During sexual arousal, when a person is sexually excited, these glands, they secrete alkaline fluid into urethra, and that alkaline fluid is doing what? It neutralizes the acidity of the urethra, and it also provides a lubrication that facilitates the sexual intercourse. They are also secreting mucus. Mucus lubricates the end of the penis. And what is the end of the penis called? Glans penis. So, bulbourethral glands का काम क्या है? When a person is sexually excited, I think I need to block this ID, Dibyajyoti Guha. The reason is the person is asking senseless questions repeatedly. Let me block it. What I am teaching and what this person is asking, differentiate between spermatogenesis and oogenesis. This platform is not for the thing that whatever you will command and I'll immediately start teaching that. A lecture is going in a flow. Dibyajyoti Guha, use your little bit of cerebrum, cerebellum if you have to understand that you are disturbing the decorum of the class. I have blocked this person permanently from my videos. They also secrete mucus that lubricates the end of the penis, glans penis. When a person is sexually excited, these glands are producing a fluid which is neutralizing the acidity of the urine and also helping in lubrication. Now, what is this part? This covers the male external genitalia. Till now, what we have discussed? The primary sex organs of the male, the secondary sex organs of the male. Hussain is saying that the person was clinical case. Yes, undoubtedly. Daily I encounter so many clinical cases in my class, and that's why I say that some of you must become psychiatrists. You need to actually treat these clinical cases. Great. So, those of you who have not pressed the like button, press the like button immediately. Any questions? Faizan, Prerana, Garyesh, Sumit, if you have in your mind, please feel free to ask me any of your doubts. Male external genitalia में scrotum and penis. Penis is the male copulatory organ, right? Male copulatory organ, penis, which is a tubular organ through which the distal portion of the urethra passes. See, penis carries the urethra. Urethra is urinogenital duct which carries urine as well as the male reproductive fluid. But at one time only one fluid can pass, either urine or semen. Penis conducts urine to the exterior and also introduces semen into the vagina during sexual intercourse. That's why we say that it is the male copulatory organ. Now, penis has 3 main regions. There is a root region, body region and glans region. Glans, you understand? The tip of the penis, it is highly sensitive. It has rich supply of nerves, and Divya, we call it the glans region. Root part, body part and the glans part. Here you can see a cut section. My aim is always to provide you wonderful diagrams, beautiful animations, so that you develop affinity, love, respect for your subject, not only mugging up the NCERT sentences. Root of penis. Root of penis is the fixed portion that attaches the penis to the body wall. That is called the root. बाकी का हिस्सा body है, shaft है. The body or the shaft of the penis is tubular, movable portion of the organ. So there are so many blood vessels, and this is a transverse section. This we need to learn. Corpora cavernosa, corpus spongiosum, these are important, right? You can see here corpora cavernosa and you can see corpus spongiosum. These are the erectile tissues in the penis which get filled up with blood when a person is sexually excited, right? Now, another diagram, beautiful diagram. Glans of the penis, external expanded distal end that is surrounding the urethral orifice. अब यहाँ pictures highlight करते हैं. Lengthwise you can see this. You can see these blood vessels, dorsal vein, dorsal artery, there are nerves. In this transverse section, एक चीज याद रखिएगा, this part is the dorsal part and this part of the penis is the ventral part. You can see corpus spongiosum, corpus cavernosum. We'll discuss about these tissues, spongy erectile tissues which gets filled up with blood when a person is sexually excited. So this is urethra and the corpus spongiosum. Clear है? This diagram is important. पुरानी NCERT में पहले ये diagram दिया हुआ होता था, right? Clear है? Meenakshi Guha says that you should have answered Debejyoti. Why should have I answered? When I have already explained about spermatogenesis when I covered the previous sessions, oogenesis is not a part of the male reproductive system. So when I'll be teaching female reproductive system, I'll be explaining each and every detail of oogenesis. I can never entertain such students who pretend to be over smart, who are asking the questions which are not related to what I am discussing, who try to show that they have already learned those topics and they are trying to, judge the knowledge of the teachers. I never appreciate such students, right? So I always want a kind of decorum in the class. If the student has already attended my sessions of male reproductive system, spermatogenesis was made crystal clear and oogenesis will be taught in the female reproductive system. Is it clear, Ji? Right? Meenakshi Guha, I think with full satisfaction, I have answered the question. The student was repeatedly copying and pasting the same answer and sending it repeatedly to disturb the decorum of the class. So such students need to learn that how to behave properly in a class, right? Give respect and get respect. Hussain, Radhika, Prerana, is that clear, Ji? Right? Wonderful. I never entertain any kind of over smartness in the class, okay? So what the teacher is teaching? Ask questions from that. How will you feel if a student asks me randomly, what is the name of freshwater sponge? Tell us. I am teaching about the structure of male reproductive system and student is asking me, answer my question from animal kingdom, answer my question from digestive system. That is not the way a class is being conducted. Is it clear? Meenakshi Guha, I want you to answer this thing, whatever I have said. If you still have any question, I am ready to answer that. Priyanshu Ghosh, Arima Pandey, Sameer, Sanjoy, Shweta. Great. Ritik says, antibiotic. Yes, I am bitter antibiotic. I always say antibiotics are very bitter, but they treat you in a very effective way. They can rupture the cell wall of the gram-positive bacteria, and antibiotics also stop the DNA transcription. I want disciplined, dedicated, sincere, smart students, but not over smart. That will not be tolerated. Okay, let's understand what is prepuce or the foreskin. The terminal portion of the penis, as I said, is the glans penis. Glans penis is a highly sensitive structure. So, Raja Beta, it remains covered by a retractable fold of skin, which is called prepuce or the foreskin. Remember, glans penis remains covered by a retractable fold of skin called foreskin. See, in certain cases, the foreskin is very tight, and that clinical condition is called phimosis. Janam se hi hota hai, right from birth. Foreskin is very tight and it cannot be retracted back. Then, in such cases, we need to surgically remove the foreskin, and that is what is called as circumcision. Okay? Understand, prepucial glands or the glands of Tyson. We have discussed seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. One more gland I am discussing, prepucial gland or the gland of Tyson, in the skin and neck region of the inner surface of prepuce. So, prepuce is having prepucial glands that secretes a white colored foul smelling substance called smegma, right? Smegma is secreted by Prerana, prepucial glands, जो कि prepuce के अंदर की तरफ located है. Okay? Smegma क्या है? It can be an excellent source of nutrition from the bacteria. So, males are always advised that they should clean the glans penis region with water daily so that the smegma is removed. Otherwise, there will be accumulation of the bacteria. Hussain says you have also told about priapism. Yes, Mridul Thakur says you are goat of biology. Okay, GOAT. Mild inflammation and infection in this area are common. Agar smegma keeps accumulating around glans penis, there can be infections, especially if the area is not washed thoroughly. ये वाली बात बताई थी. Circumcision. Circumcision is what? Surgical removal of the prepuce, foreskin, entire foreskin or a part of foreskin. So it's written here. In Western societies in US, procedure is generally performed shortly after the birth. They do circumcision. It lowers the risk of urinary tract infection, HIV infection, penile cancer, though it is debatable, right? It is a surgical procedure. There is a risk of bleeding, infection, and certain other complications can also occur. So we're discussing about penis. I said the body of the penis has 3 cylindrical masses of tissues. And they are covered by tunica albuginea. 3 cylindrical masses जो हमने discuss किए थे. 2 corpora cavernosa dorsolateral, 1 corpus spongiosum which is midventral. Corpus spongiosum has the spongy urethra. So these are 3 columns of spongy erectile tissue which get filled up with blood when a person is sexually excited. अब आप ये transverse section देख लीजिए penis का. Gulzar is saying, sir, Hindi में भी बोलिए sir. Gulzar, this Unacademy NEET Elixir channel is okay. Meenakshi Guha, you are always welcome to study from any teacher. That is totally up to you. Well, so this is a transverse section of the penis, right? These 2 structures, corpora cavernosa, corpus spongiosum. ये diagram you try to draw on your own, just a rough outline. Ananya says कि sir your English is easy to understand. Yes Ananya, I always try to speak in simple English so that you can understand. चलिए ये वाले diagrams सब आपको मिल जाएंगे. You will get all these diagrams PDF form में. For PDF you have to join our Unacademy NEET Elixir Telegram group. Clear है जी? ये this will be discussing in the next session. This part is going to be discussed in the next session, right guys? Okay, so let me tell you one thing, that you must install Unacademy app in your mobile phone and you can attend my plus sessions and Sachin live code when you want to buy the Unacademy subscription. Wonderful platform to clear all your doubts, to master your subjects. Okay, join the Telegram channel for YouTube classes PDFs. It is NEET Elixir. ठीक है जी, ज्वाइन करना है आपको. And Unacademy का app you have to install. You can choose the subscription. Subscribe our channel NEET Elixir by Unacademy. Do not forget to press the like button. Wish you all the best for a very bright and prosperous future. God bless you. Bye bye. Tomorrow we'll meet at 3 p.m. Animal Kingdom. Okay, bye bye. And tomorrow we'll meet at 1 p.m. at Unacademy Plus platform for question practice of living world. ठीक है जी? Right? Clear. Sameer, thank you.